Welcome everyone. I'm Nigel Watts, Managing Director at ProtaSoftware, and today I'll be joined by Altu Gule, Development Manager, and Mustafa Tumertan, Product Manager at ProtaSoftware HQ. In 2021, we introduced a revolutionary software which transforms the way engineers work and collaborate forever by integrating the way we model, analyze, design, detail, fabricate and coordinate BIM models with one completely integrated solution. One solution that combines all that structural engineers do when delivering projects into one software for building design and documentation. Integrating modeling, analysis, design, detailing, fabrication and BIM all in one, ProtaStructure 2021. And boy has this been well received. Since we revolutionized the structural engineering industry in 2021, Prota has been growing at a frenetic rate as engineers around the world look to streamline and simplify the way in which they deliver their projects faster and more efficiently than ever before. Since the release of ProtaStructure 2021, we have expanded our global reach to more than 30 more countries around the world. We are now actually supplied to over 60 countries around the world, not just with generic solutions, but with bespoke, customized solutions tailored to suit their local preferences. We have delivered even more codes of practice to support this, which continues to expand our reach. And we have also allowed engineers to experience ProtaStructure firsthand with our comprehensive free trials. And if you haven't already tried this, please jump onto our website, download it and give it a go. And we've improved further support with new YouTube videos, technology updates, new design guides and enhanced help systems and more to allow you to get the most out of your investment. We have seen more and more engineers around the world taking advantage of fast modeling, dedicated building analysis, bespoke design, automated detailing, fabrication, and sharing and collaborating BIM information with other parties. All the things they need to do to get the job done. With our one solution, ProtaStructure 2021. This year, to recognise the efforts being made by thousands of users around the world, we established the inaugural Prota Design Awards for celebrating industry excellence in using ProtaStructure. Let's take a look at the winners. We received some amazing projects from over 30 countries around the world, and it's been great seeing the many ways engineers have been using Prota's technology on building their building design, and this continues to encourage and excite us as we move forwards. Innovation is part of our DNA at Prota, and over the course of the last 18 months, our teams have continued our journey to create elegant and practical structural engineering design solutions. This year we have focused on extending and strengthening ProtaStructure's capabilities to provide you with more flexibility, speed, transparency, design and BIM capabilities, all allowing you to better shape your world with our brand new ProtaStructure 2022. Today we will be taking you on a journey through ProtaStructure 2022, and we are going to share with you many of the fantastic enhancements which make ProtaStructure the leading structural BIM platform for buildings. We're very excited. This has been a culmination of effort from a fantastic team of professional engineers and software developers around the world to realise this vision. So, without further ado, what's new, Mustafa?
Thank you, Nigel. This year we have made modeling more flexible and adaptable, allowing you to consider a broader range of structural arrangements together with increased flexibility to handle a range of different loading scenarios. This builds on Prota's impressive modeling capabilities, where you can start models in a range of ways. Here you can see how we can create models from scratch using pre-existing BIM information like Revit, DXF, SAF, and IFC data. See how you can overlay against architectural drawings to coordinate and create your structural arrangements or extrude elements directly from structural CAD files to set up key plans quickly. Furthermore, see how you can take advantage of existing BIM information, including IFC and Revit data, to start your modeling journey with speed and ease. ProtaStructure modeling takes advantage of dynamic input, where you can create axes, columns, walls, beams, slabs by boxing around or drawing what you want to see. ProtaStructure also uses intelligent contextual modeling to create a range of structural objects exceptionally quickly. Whether it is integrated core walls, trusses, braces, purlins, or girts, ProtaStructure provides intuitive modeling commands to preview and rapidly create these items instantly, without the headache of modeling every node, member, and property. Furthermore, this intelligence passes into element design, as ProtaStructure knows you are designing a core wall, truss, or purlin, and efficiently handles all the associated design checks. With ProtaStructure 2022, we continue to expand this flexibility and speed. You can now go one step beyond and create steel domes with the help of a highly parametric wizard. This is dynamic and detailed. See how you can independently control the geometrical and section properties for crown, longitudinal, latitudes, brace, and purlin members, forming the perfect dome of your choice. It doesn't stop there. Now, we make it possible for you to insert curved frame members in any plane orientation, allowing you the flexibility to express yourself and meet more demanding geometric challenges architects and developers are pursuing. This can easily be complemented with free member modeling, allowing more freedom than ever before. It looks great, doesn't it? We also strive to improve the performance and technology of our software in almost every release we deliver, making it a faster and more streamlined experience for you. In ProtaStructure 2022, we focused on increasing the performance of our 3D visualization engine and user interactions. You will find performance gains up to 10-folds depending on the model size, allowing you to quickly and dynamically interact with the smallest house to some of the most significant buildings in the world, providing our users with a fast, smooth user experience.
We recognize that engineers want the flexibility to create any type of load intuitively and quickly to any element in their projects. And with ProtaStructure 2022, we have completely redeveloped our loading system to provide unprecedented flexibility to define the loads you want on what you want. Don't worry, all the great features which make ProtaStructure so efficient, including automated slab load decomposition and dedicated brick wall loading on beam members, remain. Of course, with a lot of enhancements and automation. For example, you can now see how the height of the infill load automatically updates when the story height changes. I can apply additional member loads in any orientation to any load case, or use the load generator for quick generation of any common load profile. Well, the best part of the new framework is that every item is visualized, just like this nodal moment on this column. You can also enjoy the freedom of loading merged walls before or after panel merging. We know that it's a tedious and time-consuming work to calculate and apply soil pressures. Now we take that burden from your shoulders. Just provide your soil profile and specify the surcharge loads. Resulting static and dynamic loads are calculated according to your preferred loading and seismic codes and applied automatically. You can do further editing on the calculated loads and even create a detailed report. As we covered already, you can create frame members curved in any plane. Let's see how easy it is to load them too. You can use the quick snap points interactively or you can use the insertions table. This helps you define your load as percentage of the member or with an absolute distance. Truss loading is faster than ever too. Point loads on nodes or line loads on frames are defined intuitively, just like the domes. Well, domes need further attention as they can also utilize pressure loads. Just enter the magnitude and show where to apply. You can define cladding loads similarly. This time let's see how quickly we can define pressure loads by just boxing around instead of picking members. Although working on individual members carry its own advantages, sometimes we need to see the loading of the whole story. When I switch to the story mode, I suddenly possess an X-ray of the model, allowing me to easily filter and spot specific member loads and apply new loads of any kind. Maybe you create a slab patch load and copy it to the other slabs. Or let's take this curved frame load and apply it to the other frames, which in fact have different geometries. You can delete, copy and paste loads, even between different load cases in this editor. But we haven't kept these crucial functions inside this editor only. Enhanced versions of them are still available in the modeling environment as well. You can copy the loads between members for any load case and load type using a single user interface. And of course, you can still copy infill loads and paste them by dragging. For those in colder climates, we have implemented the automatic snow load calculations to Eurocode, including the base code and a variety of national annexes. A parametric wizard will guide you step by step in calculating the snow load in your region and applying these to your models. Quick and easy. And what if you want to apply some of your vertical loads in a separate load case? Maybe you have a special equipment loading to be applied and you want to treat this loading exclusively with different combinations. Here I am creating such a user-defined vertical load case, and I can instantly start assigning loads with this one. Let's create a patch equipment load on this slab. Now I can copy this load to the other slabs. All done in seconds. In a nutshell, ProtaStructure 2022 redefines how you work with loads.
Engineers are increasingly faced with a range of different analytical considerations as structures become increasingly complex. And whether you are looking at a finite element floor analysis, complete building analysis, considerations like soil structure interaction, or methodology for tackling super high-rise buildings, at Prota, we have been looking at better ways of simplifying the management of all these considerations in one. To assist with this, ProtaStructure 2022 introduces several great new analysis features, starting with our new analysis framework. ProtaStructure 2022 makes it easy to analyze the floors separately. You can control the mesh sensitivity and other mesh parameters, such as the inclusion of column outlines in the FE mesh. Here we isolate the building floors and analyze them under vertical loads only. This approach may be preferred by engineers who want to design against vertical loads by approximating conventional methods using this short frame analysis model. This method helps eliminate the 3D frame effects caused by the differential axial deformations in a 3D building analysis. However, you should be comfortable that this approach is suitable for your building. You can easily review the finite element results by quickly switching between the stories in the analysis post-processor. When you're done, you can proceed with the design of the slab reinforcement using vertical loads only if you wish. You can also now perform soil structure interaction analysis in a single analytical run, together with the superstructure, enabling you to automatically model the foundations and consider the analytical foundation model in the building analysis. There is now no need to iterate between the building analysis and foundation models like older Prota versions. We have also introduced next level in analysis post-processing. This provides significant performance improvements, including faster and improved visualization, better RAM, CPU, and GPU utilization, improved finite element contouring, complete 3D visualization of slab strip diagrams, and a great new diagram plan view where vertical results can be easily interpreted and reviewed in plan. RIP slab loads are now automatically decomposed in building analysis. This approach improves upon previous versions of ProtaStructure, which RIP slab loads were decomposed by the yield lines method or finite element decomposition method before building analysis. However, from now on, RIP beams are automatically included in the building analysis model and loads are transferred intrinsically during the analysis using the defined connectivity. And especially for those engineers taking some of the tallest buildings, we have also introduced advanced stage construction analysis. This is where you can now consider the variation of time-dependent properties, elasticity, creep, and shrinkage of concrete based on time models specified in FIP Model Code 90 and Bureau Code 1992. Creep and shrinkage strains are incorporated in the stage construction load cases, and analysis is performed depending on the time between stages and post-construction. This new capability now allows engineers to more accurately assess the behavior of tall buildings, where these effects may require careful consideration. So, with our new analysis framework and great new features like advanced stage construction, you can see we have added some excellent new analytical capabilities in ProtaStructure 2022 this year. Naturally, with extending our modeling and analysis capabilities this year, we have also focused on extending our design capabilities where significant strides have been made. Some of the exciting new design capabilities we have been busy implementing now include designing all the various members that make up our new steel domes, from the braces to main frame members. All elements are checked to your chosen code. We have also redeveloped the user interface for a seamless slab design approach. You'll see it is now more user-friendly, enabling you to copy-paste the bars, and you'll be able to quickly interrogate the details of the design in a drill-down approach. ProtaStructure 2022 has entirely redeveloped our reinforced concrete beam design platform, introducing significant new capabilities. One key area is our new flexible rebar patterning system. This allows users to choose from a broad range of rebar pattern preferences to suit local detailing requirements or specific requirements for a project you are doing, like bent-up bars or drop-in cages. These new capabilities also include removing any limitations on the number of bars, particularly beneficial for heavily loaded beams. Providing transparent design documentation to our users has been a paramount priority for us. And with ProtaStructure 2022 this year, many design reports now provide detailed information, including step-by-step calculations showing how the element design has been established following your chosen code of practice. Progressively through updates this year, you'll see a range of new design reports being introduced, including reinforced concrete beams, which now include more details, including formulas, step-by-step calculations, and code references, providing you with clear insight into your design results. In addition to the reinforced concrete beam design reports, pile caps and pad footings now also include comprehensive design reports, providing you with invaluable insight. In addition to more detailed design reports, we have also taken the opportunity to modernize the slab design report. You'll see it is much more visually appealing with clear tables and intelligent notifications. Slab design reports are now more comprehensive and automatically created in batch mode for selected slab strips. A regular ask was an integrated mat foundation report. And we have listened to providing a detailed report that brings together all aspects of a mat foundation design, including FE contours, soil pressures, rebar design, punching checks, and so on. A great addition. Detailed reports are created that summarize all the load information in the model. You can create the report with filtering members and load cases. We have also added a new report which summarizes column, beam, frame, and release conditions, support assignments, splice locations, and isolator assignments. The results of building analysis and finite element floor and foundation analysis are obtained using the same interface. Moreover, these results can be exported to Excel if you need to interpret and refine them further to your needs. So with the above, we are providing much more insight and detail into your designs. All of this can be seamlessly wrapped into Report Manager for effortlessly combining all your results into one organized document, including your table of contents and customized to your company's standards. How easy is that?
With ProtaStructure 2022, we also support Polish, Romanian, Serbian, and Slovenian languages. These can be chosen at the startup, where you will be able to set UI and report languages separately. This adds to our collection of supported languages, including English, Spanish, Portuguese, and Turkish. Prota is becoming genuinely local and global. We recognize that many of our users still have to deliver projects in imperial units. These have now been added and used during modeling, analysis, design, documentation, result review, and detailing. What's great is that if you are unfamiliar with imperial units, you can start in Matrix and switch between unit systems at any time. Very flexible indeed. We have also continued to introduce new codes of practice this year and extend further support to existing codes in ProtaStructure 2022. So whether you are designing buildings in Romania, Thailand, Indonesia, or Peru, we have local code support specifically developed to suit your requirements.
A real strength of ProtaStructure is our comprehensive seismic design, which is born from our extensive experience in research and design of building structures over the past 40 years. And this year, we have added extensive new seismic functionality, extending our capabilities as a global leader in seismic design and building assessment technologies. With ProtaStructure 2022, you can calculate forces acting on non-structural members and their connections to the buildings to ASC07, Eurocode 8, and Turkish earthquake codes. Just specify the non-structural members and their properties, and ProtaStructure will automatically calculate the story accelerations and the forces depending on the analysis type. To avoid pounding damage in adjacent buildings, engineers need to consider sufficient spacing between structures. Our seismic joint design tool does just that by designing the seismic separation requirements between two buildings or across the construction joint separations. This works in several ways. You can either load the displacement of an existing ProtaStructure model or enter the second model's displacement values manually. ProtaStructure will perform the calculations to ASC07, Eurocode 8, and Turkish earthquake codes. ProtaStructure 2022 makes strong column checks of reinforced concrete and steel special moment resisting frames easy. You can automatically check these according to US, Euro, and Turkish codes of practice. In addition to new code coverage, the strong column weak beam and joint shear check reports are rewritten from scratch to include more visual components with intelligent notifications. Strong column weak beam and joint shear checks can now be reviewed for a single column and beam while designing their reinforcement. In this way, you can fine-tune the design while keeping an eye on these global seismic checks. The status of these checks can also be reviewed using the new visual interrogation options. For the beams spanning into the columns from different axes or elevations, you can specify to consider them continuous or not in joint shear checks. Vertical and planned continuity tolerances can be utilized to achieve this. We see these enhancements as providing significant productivity in performing critical checks, which generally are highly tedious and time-consuming. In addition to our advanced nonlinear pushover and time history analysis capabilities, we have extended our comprehensive building assessment and performance design capabilities this year. A vital step after pushover analysis is to find the demand that a target code spectrum requires, that is, the performance point. A target displacement identifies the performance point, and this can be compared with code guidance to assess building capacity. And after plotting the capacity curve, ProtaStructure 2022 can now detect the target displacement value according to FEMA 356, Eurocode 8, and Turkish earthquake codes. ProtaStructure is also capable of retrofitting and assessing beam and column members confined with carbon fiber reinforced polymers. The CFRP confinement positively affects the shear resistance and axial load capacity of members. Currently, these effects are considered according to Turkish seismic code. Eurocode and US code guidance will follow. This adds to our comprehensive retrofit capabilities, where ProtaStructure can include infill shear walls, base isolation, and steel and concrete column jacketing to enhance building performance to meet code requirements and allow you to assess building performance or your building retrofit strategy. To visualize this, ProtaStructure 2022 can present the member damage regions and risk status by new color-coded visual interrogation options, an excellent tool for quickly seeing your building status. Site coefficients FA and FV on seismic parameters window are now user-editable for US, Indonesian, and Thailand codes. This will help you to adapt to different regional implementations of US codes. These parameters will revert to their code-based values when site class is changed. As a comprehensive solution for seismic design, ProtaStructure automatically compares the response spectrum base shear to the equivalent static base shear and scales up the internal forces and displacements. This scale factor can change with any structural irregularity in the system, and RSA scaling factors for regular and irregular cases are now user-editable in ProtaStructure. You can override the code-based values by checking the Use User-Defined RSA Scale Factors checkbox and typing in the values you want to use. I think you'll agree that many of these fantastic seismic design features will save you hours and days of design time and further reinforced our commitment to providing global leading seismic analysis and design technology.
Now, once your design is complete in ProtaStructure, this is where the power of having one integrated seamless system transforms documentation. Here you can see that I am automatically creating all the RC drawings, all laid out into my sheets with a single click. Everything is created from the foundations, set out plans, columns and wall elevations, grouped column schedules, to all the beam elevation. Beam schedules can also be provided to complement the design. And last but not least, we have our foundation details, all automatically laid out into your drawings. Remember, ProtaDetails environment is a fully flexible CAD system. It uses standard CAD commands like you'd find in other drafting systems like AutoCAD, but we have gone one step further. In here, we have also provided you with custom tools especially developed to help you edit, manage and create your structural detailing. Here I'm cropping a section and moving it to another part of the drawing. Here I'm using our intelligent custom rebars to help me detail out additional information I want to convey. We also understand that projects are not just about drawings. Owners want to know costs and contractors want to be able to fabricate. Here I'm selecting some details of interest and instantly creating the full quantity schedules. Every bar broken down and quantified in one live schedule. And this year we have enhanced this further by providing comprehensive quantities takeoff for merged core walls, and if there's changes, just make the changes and the quantities dynamically adjust. We can update changes real-time, keeping you and your client informed. For fabrication, bars can also be broken out and displayed in detail. Every element that goes into constructing your project can be drawn out. We have also now enabled full export of all your quantities to Excel, a great way to apply costs and compare different schemes. ProtaDetails also comes with a built-in library of design and detailing macros. These macros enable you to create, design, and detail a range of common structural elements. Here you can see how you can run design for elements, including retaining walls, where you can consider water tables, soil parameters, static and dynamic loads, together with a range of different wall configurations. And staircases, including spiral and conventional arrangements at a touch of a button. Of course, all these design components are complemented with complete detailed drawings with live quantity takeoff. Pile design covers pre-stressed span and conventional square and rectangular arrangements, including detailed geotechnical considerations and static and dynamic loading for lateral design. You can even go for a dip in our new swimming pool design. How refreshing is that? ProtaDetails also allows you to examine detailed information, including lab length and encourage reports, where you can see step by step the code considerations for establishing these detailing requirements. We now fully support imperial units, meaning it is covered in the whole modeling, analysis, and design output experience. And of course, you can also create drawings in feet and inches with imperial grading of rebars. Great for those delivering projects in the United States and other imperial unit-based territories. Many other refinements have also been introduced this year, making ProtaDetails a powerful drafting tool for delivering tremendous drawing productivity for your business.
You are already fond of Protosteel for automated connection design, steel detailing, and shop drawing production. In 2022, we made it even better. Now, a more performant and modern 64-bit software architecture is brought to you by our team of developers. Also, Protosteel has undergone a complete facelift, featuring a new intuitive modern ribbon toolbar. I can easily say that Protosteel is now even more compatible with the usage habits of drafting technicians and industry standards, with a spice of Prota expertise on top of it. The new macro gallery makes picking the desired connection type a breeze thanks to its categorized views and self-explanatory large thumbnails. Also, it features a recent step that will automatically populate as you start inserting connections. One of the powerful features of ProtaSteel is the ability to create user-defined connections and save them for later use in similar joints. We have now developed a new wizard that will make your life even easier when you want to create your user-defined connections. Just follow the wizard instructions and you're done. Macro dialogues are now more intelligent in ProtaSteel 2022. Input fields now display the actual values used in connection macros for straightforward interpretation. A gray color indicates the automatically calculated or previous default values. Red means a new user value is entered, but it is not reflected in the macro yet. Black indicates a user value that is reflected in the macro. We have also added several new connection macros, building on the already extensive industry-leading library of connections you can automatically design and detail. You can now use the angle cleat connection to create a simple connection between beams and columns. This connection also supports a detailed design check report. In addition to the standard splice connection, ProtaSteel 2022 introduces the new bolted end plate splice connection. This connection may be particularly preferred in the low moment and low tension scenarios. When it comes to end plates, there are many variations and design scenarios. You can now insert base plate connections to box and pipe sections. A new type for standard haunch connection is introduced. This type is advantageous if your BIM needs to be continuous without interruptions, such as beams supporting monorails and such. A vital usability improvement comes with object selection. In Protosteel 2022, the selection operation automatically groups the selected objects. You can filter the selection on the fly to different materials, profile names, plate thicknesses, and several other object attributes. For even greater customization, we have introduced new program-wide setting systematics in Protosteel 2022. These are global settings, company settings, and local settings. Local settings are now stored in the project folder and carried around with the project. The settings from these three levels can be summoned in all macros. Alternatively, you can save and use your settings. This system is designed to be very similar to the system used in industry practice. So, another gap is closed with Protosteel 2022 by fulfilling this critical user feedback. And lastly, don't forget the magic of Protosteel's IntelliConnect for automatically designing your steel connections instantly, as well as the robust structural detailing and shop drawing capabilities.
BIM is at the forefront of design collaboration, and at Prota we understand you want to be able to share your project information across a range of platforms. To continue to provide leading BIM collaborative technology, we continue to engage with many other leading software businesses to provide easier and more intelligent ways to share information. One such forum Prota is engaged with is the SAF Working Group Initiative, together with Nemetschek, who deliver technologies including ArchiCAD, Allplan and Skier, as well as many other leading architectural and engineering software houses. This wonderful approach improves the collaboration capabilities between structural engineers and architects through an open exchange format called SAF for exchanging data between structural analysis and BIM software based on an Excel format. SAF provides a very practical, easy-to-use format that allows structural engineers to seamlessly share model information with others, and it is provided as an open format. ProtaStructure 2022 provides bi-directional exchange with softwares using SAF, allowing you to share and collaborate your protostructural models. We are very excited about this developing format, and you'll see some amazing new capabilities progressively introduced as this continues to evolve. Enhancements with our BIM capabilities don't stop there. We have also made significant improvements in our IFC exchange, largely driven from great user feedback, which takes different variations in IFC models into account. For general analysis, we have also enhanced our SAP links, allowing you to export FE floor and foundation models in addition to the building analysis model. All selected analytical models can now be exported at once, together with time-dependent properties for material, for concrete, and stage construction data. All analysis results in Prota can now be exported to Excel, so if you need to interpret and refine the results further within the Excel environment, you can now do so. Finally, we have also enhanced our integration with Revit, allowing you to collaborate with the latest versions of Revit, and we've also introduced a new custom mapping tool which allows you to perform bespoke mapping between libraries in Revit and ProtaStructure to map any type of element across into the Revit environment. All fantastic new capabilities allowing you to get the most out of your BIM technologies. I hope you liked today. ProtaStructure 2022 is by far our biggest ever release, providing you with significant new capabilities across modelling, analysis, design, detailing, fabrication and BIM technology, all aimed at providing the ultimate productivity solution for you and in one platform, ProtaStructure 2022. So where can you get this? When is it available? Well, ProtaStructure 2022 is available for download right now. All of our users with existing maintenance support can download and start using it today. Log into the Help Center and follow the instructions. I'm sure you'll all be very excited to start using this. If you aren't already an existing ProtaStructure user and would like to know more, please reach out to our teams globally. For all sales in Asia Pacific, from New Zealand up to China and from India across to Southeast Asia, please email asiasales@protosoftware.com. For everywhere else in the world globally, please email globalsales@protosoftware.com and we'll be in touch. Or at the conclusion of this webinar, please complete the survey or click on the website link for more information. Thank you for today. Thank you for being part of our vision with ProtaStructure 2022.